instant coffee, a 10-ounce jar, just $3.29 with coupon. Chicken of the Sea, Chunk Light Tuna, a 6.5-ounce can for 59 cents. And Tip Top Florida Citrus Punch, a 64-ounce bottle, is only 69 cents through Saturday.
It's difficult for the average person to keep up with the newest trends in home furnishings. My family has been serving at Kaufman Furniture for over 51 years, so we have the experience and take the personal interest in seeing that we offer the newest of the new, like these exciting California modern stylings. We'd like to show you the beautiful natural look furnishings soon. Remember, whatever style or period you prefer, the newest is always at Kaufman's. Visit us soon on Woodward between 12 and 13 Mile Roads.
Look, it's a bird! It's a plane!
No, it's Captain Discount, Ollie Fretter. Only a super discounter like me could have such low prices like you'll find during my 2-day super sale this Friday and Saturday only at Fretter Appliance. Here's just a blast. This General Electric portable color TV is super sale price this Friday and Saturday for only $217. There's many more super sale items, so don't miss out. This Friday and Saturday only at Fretter Appliance.
Beckwith Evans' 39-hour Lee's carpet sale is going on right now. Find 20 to 50% off on every carpet made by famous Lee's. Save 50% on this twist by Lee's, $4.95 a yard. Save 27% on this embossed Saxony, $7.95 a yard. Save 27% on this Saxony plush, $6.95 a yard. Lee's fine carpets, together with Beckwith Evans' exceptional values, an unbeatable combination. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at all Beckwith Evans stores.
An Irish melody. Hope you enjoy our story today. And tomorrow, of course, is the big one. St. Patrick's Day, we're going to bring you 3 cheers for the Swedes. And now we bring you the news of the day. I mean, the Irish. Now we bring you the news of the day with Amyre Makupson. Amyre.
Thank you, Bill. Good afternoon. Here's what's happening. The man who hijacked a Continental Airlines jet over Arizona today is in custody of the FBI. He hijacked the plane on a flight between Phoenix and Tucson and demanded $200,000 in cash and transportation to Cuba. There were 89 persons on board. No one was harmed. The Israeli cabinet has decided to hold its final debate of the peace treaty with Egypt on Monday instead of Sunday. That delay is due to the demands of the National Religious Party. They want tough limits on Palestinian autonomy, but any such limits would apparently be kept separate from the treaty. Meanwhile, Egyptian President Sadat says that the real test for the peace will come after the signing of the treaty between the two countries. Sadat spoke today about negotiating the details on establishing Palestinian self-rule in Israeli-occupied territories. A 4-man U.S. delegation, which includes National Security Advisor Brzezinski, heads for the Middle East later today. Their mission is to persuade dissident Arab leaders to support the peace treaty between the two countries. The delegation will meet with the leaders of Saudi Arabia and Jordan to ask them not to join in a proposed Arab economic boycott of Egypt if the treaty is signed. More than 1,000 Chrysler Corporation drivers and mechanics walked off of their jobs at the Highland Park headquarters yesterday. They claim that their supervisory and other non-union personnel are doing their work in violation of contract terms. The striking workers are all members of Unit 10 of the United Auto Workers Local 412. The dispute is over work assignments. Machinist union members had threatened to strike United Airlines by midnight tonight, but they are back at the bargaining table. At least they will be by tomorrow. The members of the International Association of Machinists have not set a deadline, and they have agreed to take things one day at a time. They overwhelmingly rejected a proposed contract settlement that included wage increases of more than 30% over 3 years. The race is underway among Detroit and at least 4 other cities to host the 1980 Democratic Presidential Convention. The site selection committee held its organizational meeting in Washington yesterday. Detroit Mayor Coleman Young, who is also co-vice chairman of the Democratic National Committee, is making a very strong pitch. So are a lot of the networks. They're saying that a lot of money, time, and trouble could be saved by selecting Detroit, since everything will already be set up from the Republicans who will have been here only a few weeks earlier. President Carter's expected 1980 bid for the re-election moves a step closer to reality today. Democratic Party sources say that papers creating a Carter-Mondale Presidential Committee will be filed with the Federal Election Committee. Senator Jacob Javits of New York has introduced a bill that would decriminalize small amounts of marijuana. It would charge, or rather it would change the penalty from owning an ounce or less at home or in public from a criminal offense to a civil one. It would be punishable by a fine. Javits called the bill an important step in reducing the amount of time, resources, and energy that the law enforcement agencies spend on enforcement of what he called minor infractions of the law. The bribery, perjury, conspiracy retrial of Pennsylvania Congressman Daniel Flood has been set for June the 4th. His first trial ended in a hung jury on February the 10th. 75-year-old Flood is in the hospital now. He's being treated for fatigue. Officials say he will probably be released within a few days. Production increased sluggishly last month. I'll have the numbers for you right after this message.
Come out to the Bob Sellers Pontiac Grand Opening at Grand River and 10 Mile and Farmington Hills. You could win this Midget Grand Prix or the use of this 79 Grand Prix for a year. And look at the grand deals on cars in stock. Drive home this fully equipped air-conditioned Grand Prix SSJ or this Bonneville for only $149 a month with $500 down. See all the other great Pontiac buys and save at Bob Sellers Pontiac Grand Opening going on now.
Selection, quality, personal service, and low prices. You'll find them all at Salem Square Foods, plus many items you won't usually find at other supermarkets. Salem Square features both prime and choice meats, a complete wine department, and the freshest produce. This week, Salem Square is featuring stuffed pork chops, only $1.59 a pound. Salem Square Foods, 107 Kircherville on the Hill in Grosse Pointe Farms. Open 7 days a week.
U.S. industrial production increased sluggishly 0.3% last month. That follows no increase in January. The suggestion is that the economic growth has begun to slow down this year. That follows a rapid expansion in the final 3 months of 1978. From Wall Street, the Dow Jones average of 30 industrials up this afternoon, 4.59 at 851.61. Taking a look at all the sports action, doubleheader action on TV 50 tonight. Toledo, 22-7, goes up against Notre Dame tonight at 7 o'clock. Watch that right here on TV 50. When it's all over, Michigan State, 22-6, takes on Louisiana State, 23-5. That game is scheduled to get started at 9:30. The Pistons are pretty busy. They defeated the New York Knickerbockers last night. They match up against the Boston Celtics in Boston tonight. And in a quick turnaround, they will face the Indiana Pacers at the Silver Dome tomorrow. And just in case you missed it, the Tigers beat the Philadelphia Phillies 8-0 yesterday afternoon. I have a very nice weather forecast for you this afternoon and for this weekend. Sunny and warmer this afternoon with a high in the upper 40s. It will be clear tonight with a low of about 30 degrees. The present temperature this morning, 44 degrees, the relative humidity, 43%. Tomorrow, fair with increasing cloudiness late in the day, but a warming trend will continue. We'll reach a high of about 56 degrees. That wraps things up for you this afternoon. Join Byron McGregor this evening right after the first of TV 50's doubleheader NCAA action tonight, about 9 o'clock. Have a nice afternoon and have a great weekend.
I hope you enjoyed our picture. And, of course, Jimmy is going to be back tomorrow for the big day, St. Paddy's Day, and the Irish. 3 cheers for the Irish. So long until then.
Tomorrow on Upstairs Downstairs, Elizabeth Bellamy takes a vacation from marriage with a friend of her husband's. Edwardian romance and drama tomorrow at 10 on TV 50.
This is Field Communications in Detroit.
Rock Hudson is a rebel Irishman battling the British in Captain Lightfoot, tomorrow's 8 o'clock movie on WKBD, TV 50 Detroit.
Sit down with me. Make a new friend. In fact, you'll make a bunch of friends when you meet Casper and all of his pals here on TV 50.